Yeah.
Steve,
What'd
you
you
know what? I
forget?
was thinking, I thought about it this morning, man.
Yeah.
To get the 2 AA batteries and the 2 AAA batteries
For
for
who?
your remotes. For you, for
Oh,
what
yeah.
you Al.
Well,
Who?
Hoot.
There's a branch in your toes.
No. No.
For you, man.
Yeah. Oh, no. I got batteries, yeah.
Yes, because you said that's not working. You keep hitting it, so that's usually a sign that you need.
Why?
Why? We mean why?
What? What?
We mean what?
Oh.
I got a housekeep anyway. Remember to tip your bartenders and waitresses.
Oh, yeah, man.
Tchaikovsky's rocking it, dude.
Oh, yeah. What? I found it. Ray gave it to me, and he said, at least it's not pissing him on about Van Halen or my Kiss records.
Dude, shh.
Move.
Whatever. Give me that time.
No. Enough time.
Time.
Yeah.
Time is up today.
Chambers Brothers. Yeah. Yeah.
You don't get no better than that, dude.
Because originally, they were like a gospel.
Were they?
They did a crossover.
Oh, yeah.
It's in the Rolling Stone record guide.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they mentioned the Chambers Brothers. Yeah, man.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Huh. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought?
I'm just still amazed that how is it that my best friend, I consider best friend, and the best confidant I have in music wise, like we don't agree on everything obviously, but we agree on 85% of stuff together. The other 25% could be a difference of what we agree in.
Right.
So therefore, for you to have not only classical music but Tchaikovsky's 1812 Overture blows my mind because obviously it's my favorite.
Right.
So,
what?
And obviously, and you know, I didn't see the cover of what you had before you done whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I had no idea. So
Well, all I
that's
know
what I
is
said.
you were there that night in Ray's garage.
Yeah.
When he gave us the CDs, but
Did I see it that night?
apparently not because you would have probably.
Yeah, I probably would have. Yeah. Oh, Ray, how did you have it? Yeah.
Exactly.
I would have. I would love to. Actually, that's what I want to know. How did Ray have enough? Or does Ray like classical music? Because obviously, if he does, that's what something you would get. You would get that, or you would get something from like a Mozart's, whatever he has.
Right.
Of course, he's good.
But they had the stereo at the driveline shop, and I used to play my CDs, and then when I left, I guess they must have.
You ever heard of Chopin?
Of course.
Do you remember the time that I said Chopin?
How could I forget?
That's a classic.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that was on the jazz music.
I think it was.
On the last
No,
episode.
it was not on Miles. This was
Okay.
this was last year.
Okay.
This was almost a year ago. Yeah,
Wow,
if not more than a year ago.
That's gonna be hard.
Yeah, because it's been played over and over again. Mainly probably
Well,
because I keep telling people about that one, and
how
that's
many
what they're looking
episodes
up.
or segments do we have?
We have 400 and close to 430 now.
Segments.
It's like it's like 420 something episodes.
Yeah. Oh.
And some of them you can't look up because they've been copywritten. You can see them, but when you go to download it, it's going to block it and it won't play. It'll tell you this content's not available in the United States.
Yeah.
And so therefore, they're not going to ban me from taking it down no more. They're going to allow us to keep it up. This is what they agreed to this past year.
Yeah.
They're going to let me keep it up and say, hey, this is... So therefore, although you're taking away my content, at least my content people are looking at an album and seeing it's part 1, 32 minutes, some seconds.
Right.
And they can kind of count up when it goes to the next song. When they look it up, they can compare what they're listening to what they're looking up.
Right.
And realize, well, hey, they were copywritten on this one, so I need to go back and listen to these songs. I've missed that.
Right.
That's our whole goal. So therefore, they're allowing that without penalizing us. Because before, if I didn't manually log on to there, punch in our code number and all that stuff, Fugly12.
I don't know the number.
Well, it's Fugly12, so I got it wrote down my wallet. Anyway, punch all that in and edit it. I used to have to manually edit it, take it off, delete it, manually delete it twice, and then go back, exit out of editing, and log back onto it. And then it was removed. But now they don't make me do it. So
okay.
yeah. So that good for them for that, because it was like,
Well,
I was always scared. And here's the deal: they would always tell you, they would send you an email. You have 48 hours to remove this content.
Oh.
If you do not delete it yourself, we have the power to remove all of your content permanently and will forever be deleted.
Right.
And even if you do or you are allowed, and we allow you to come back here and do another channel is what they call it. Do another channel and or another content creator under another name, label, whatever.
Right.
If you do that, we still will not continue to ever allow whatever was before that, no matter what. So you release it permanently. So you got a choice to make. So therefore, that's why I tell you, hey Steve, I took it down. You're like, did you? I'm like, yep. They copyrighted us for this one. And then and I saw the new terms. I learned from Google on my news feed like a year and a half ago. And it was like, YouTube is going to allow for you to agree to the New Year content. Every year they always make you, hey, there's a new update. So you got to update it.
That's your department.
And so I updated. When I did, you sign your contract again, right?
Yeah.
So you sign your contract. But when I did, it said, hey, we're not going to, it said, it told you there was new content to it. But the new content was, we're not going to penalize you for using something that's been, for you not taking down something that's been copyrighted. Although we're going to block it from being played, we're not going to remove the listing label and all that stuff that they can read. They just can't actually hear it. So therefore that was good because that still allowed them to see how much we're missing whenever they see what they want to see to make up. So that was good on them, man. So and they're trying. I mean,
all I want to know, good grief, some of my nieces and nephews, when they're,
oh my God, they could be in their 80s, 90s. Your great nieces. We could be dead for 80, 90 years.
So even like, great Uncle Steve and Eddie show.
But you got to make Steve But you got to make sure that you tell them, hey, this is what we recorded. Tell your sisters and all that stuff. We have, even if they don't. Even I was gonna say, and even if they don't like it, Carmen knows to keep it going because she don't want Mom to see all of them because they're horrible. So we keep it. But if we die, our legacy will forever because Chris knows about it and Carmen knows about it. But I want your family on that side as well to have a couple people. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So and even Jody's like he said Eddie, even if me and Carmen never get married or whatever, I will forevermore be talking about the legacy of you. I'm his like Curtis Lowe. You know that he wrote about like this. They look at me as the old uncle. Like he just thinks I'm crazy. Like he went from seeing VCR pumped into me back in that July to whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever. And he's like, you're crazy. Like
man.
Well,
but
he was like, man, don't change none of your content. He's the one that quit him and his partner broke up. Because he's wanting to interview people and he's like you. If I look at you and say, Steve, we're going to interview people in the park. Like his friend was telling us to go to the kangaroo parking lot and interview girls. So he's like, because that's the popular trend. He's like, no, I don't want to do the same old what everybody else is doing. Plus my anxiety, I don't want to do that. It just makes me feel weird. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? And his friend would push him to do it, and he hated it. I'm like, no, you can't. I said, if you're not comfortable with it, it does not work, dude. I'm like, no. I said, even Steve was looking at me and said, cut it. I'm like, we cut it. And that's one thing Jody agreed with, because I showed you, somehow we found the cut it episode. And Jody saw that, and he's like, man, he said, I agree, I'm like, dude, I said, I had no choice, so it is what it is. So, and I said, we didn't make no big deal of it. Like, once he said, I said, I could say the same thing, because there's been a few where I said, Ma, cut it, where I done it myself, too. So.
Well, that one, I've had it. Fucking third episode of Friday night.
Right. Like we shouldn't even be standing.
We're on what?
Exactly.
Our second
15
pack.
15 pack.
Yeah, I was like, good God.
Just fucking.
Those were the
exactly. Those were
And you knew
Yep.
And then I wrote a new one.
By the way, I'm another redneck. I have actually seen his chair at the Smithsonian Institute. So there you go. There's another reference that I can relate to.
On the TV they mentioned that, between Archie Bunker's chair,
Ollie's,
Fonzie's jacket,
Abraham Lincoln's hat, Fonzie's jacket, Ollie's gloves, Babe Ruth's
Baseball bat?
Yeah, bat. So, you know, Judy Garland's one of the actual original ruby red slippers from The Wizard of Oz. I've seen those. You know, I've been up next to the actual link to the module that moves the rockets that launch to the moon. By the way, we're going back to the moon.
Wow.
Good for us. So it's going to be a stepping point off.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Well, that's pretty cool. That was good that you growing up. You went to DC.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we were like little cultured rednecks, like I said.
Well,
you see
crazy. Out on the West Coast, you know.
Right. You guys went to the La Brea tar pits. We created tar. We were RC Reynolds. We went to a different type of tar pit. We went to RC Reynolds. Right. I teach you about rolling cigarettes and burning tar. They actually learned science. No. They saw Tyrannosaurus Rexes stuck in there. You know, all kinds of stuff. All I'm saying is.
No, we took the 2-week vacation. We drove around.
Yeah.
Arizona, Nevada, Colorado.
Oh, did you go to the meteor crater?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yes, dude, the Mile Wide crater in Arizona.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's amazingly beautiful. It's so destructive.
Yeah.
But it's just almost like a beautiful disaster. There was a song wrote by them in like the 2000s.
Right.
I think it was 311. That's it. 311. Yeah, they wrote a song called Beautiful Disaster. It was good. So, it's almost like that.
It's either that or the Grand Canyon.
That's good. You can't get no better than if God's real. God's
my favorite though
is which one?
Mesa Verde, Colorado.
Oh, where you got the
cliff dwellings.
Yes,
they had the ladders and oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
Where they drew stuff, right? Oh no, you're talking about the Adobe villages where they had the ladders where they climb up. The original indigenous American Indians.
Yeah.
Yes. It's almost like the Hopi people. They had the inside where they had the ladders and they would climb. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The Hopis, those. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I would love to go out west also to see. It's kind of like where they had the painted desert.
Oh yeah, man.
Yes, I would love to see that. Oh my God. Well, I would give.
If you want to go in the springtime.
Really?
Because in the spring, that's when the desert is in bloom, you know.
Right.
The desert flowers.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't last that long.
Some great pictures. Now, you take a picture here, some rattlesnake.
Oh,
you know.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah. That's what. Yeah.
Darlene, get away from that. That ain't no lizard. That's a rattlesnake.
Yeah,
and she goes to pet it.
It's either that or there's a lizard wanting to eat the bee who's getting pollen from the flower. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The life cycle, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Circle of life.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So the snake sees the lizard.
Yes.
Snake eats the lizard.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just goes all the way to where some human kills some kind of animal that's ate somebody.
Well, these have those Baja races across the board.
Yes, the Baja 500. Let me tell you something.
The thing is, though, when they got pissed because you're through nature. So.
Yes, you're actually interfering with all type of wildlife.
Yep.
And you really are. And you're ruining some of these cactuses that have been there for 150 years, 160 years, especially the ones that are grown up. You're looking at 1,100 years of growth. Which one? Saguaro is 1,100 years of growth. And you're coming through and hitting it with some exhaust, or crashing into it, or people are cutting it down so they can do a view of the race. Give me a break.
Or running over like a desert turtle.
Exactly. Yes, exactly.
Tortoise.
Tortoise. Exactly. Jackrabbits that are rare, you know.
Jackrabbits.
Or jackasses. Couple of mavises on the track.
Well, it's either that or Pancho Villa on his horse and Cisco Kid or
Yeah, exactly. Dude, I have seen some of the rally races in the 80s where people were lined up. You can see a rally car flipping 125 miles an hour flipping end over end. It's going straight to the crowd. The crowd's trying to move out of the way. You can't move. You should have never been. How are you going to be on the precipice at the apex of a turn in a car that's hauling ass at about $140 coming in, and he should really be doing about 40 in this turn, but he's doing about $140, 100 mile an hour over. And you're thinking maybe you might be too close. Hell yeah, you're too close. Darlene just busted her left leg, and she'd be dead if it wasn't been for the 200 pounds of fat that's on her. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. This is one of my favorite parts. This always reminded me of the classic black and white movie,
Right.
the noir.
Yeah. Norm.
Noir.
Yeah.
Noir.
N-O-I-R. Norm.
Yeah. Odor, toilet.
No.
Toilets.
No. Nor in French means dark.
Okay.
And that's.
I love me a Nor French woman.
Oh,
Let me tell you something.
but
There's
that's
nothing-
why. But that's why I love the brick building. It's a 1946. Right out of a Norm
It
movie.
is. It is.
You
Let me
walk
tell you
upstairs,
something. You go up the stairs.
The bathrooms
Yeah.
in the hall.
You go upstairs. You meet Jerry, the one who's working the door up top.
No,
He's
you
like,
meet. No, you meet Humphrey Bogart, George Raft.
and he's like,
No.
which room are you going to, Bob?
No.
He's like, man, I'm going
Peter
to
Lorre.
Steve's in the first one, but he's not taking no
Oh.
visitors right now.
Yeah.
What you guys say? No,
Oh.
Steve's expecting it.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
be the judge of that, Bob.
Yeah.
You wait right here. I'll be right
Yeah.
back.
Oh,
He goes
yeah.
in there. He
Yeah.
consorts with you for a minute.
Yeah.
And you take another shot and like,
Yeah.
yeah, I invited him over.
Yeah.
Let him in.
Yeah,
and
man.
Bogart goes back and says, all right, pal, you're lucky. Steve says you're
Yeah.
allowed to come in.
Yeah.
He comes in, he's like, Eddie, take his gun. I'm
Yeah.
like, what?
Oh, yeah,
You
man.
better not have a gun. He's like, no, I don't have nothing.
Yeah.
You make him sit down.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
trembling.
Yeah,
you
that-
know, and he's
like-
scared. And
Yeah.
then all of a sudden you look at him, he's like, hey, where's my money?
Oh, yeah.
And all it's because he owes you money.
Oh,
So
yeah.
then we're like, yeah, where's his money?
Yeah.
He's pissing on himself.
Yeah.
You know, he only owed you like $100. He's giving out $3,000.
Yeah.
Here, Steve, take all my money. Don't kill me, buddy,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah, like Edward G. Robinson,
Yeah.
gangster.
Then all of a sudden the girls come through. You boys better not be doing nothing illegal. No, Dames, get back in there.
Yeah.
Cook me something to eat. You know, Steve wants a burger. I want a steak.
Oh, yeah.
Steak and eggs for me and him, buddy. You know. Here. Take another $100. Get buy you something quick.
Oh, yeah, man. No, man. Yeah. That's a pretty
Oh yeah. And see, I'm always a sucker for history because of the Smithsonian,
Right.
because of the business, because of the Lincoln Memorial, because of the Vietnam Memorial, because of just all the stuff I saw. Like I was just enamored with it,
Yeah.
that I could touch a moon rock.
Yeah.
At one time, the Smithsonian had brought out new moon rocks, and you got to come because this is in the days before post-COVID, obviously.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And you could touch a moon rock, and you could rub it, feel it,
Yeah.
you know, be near it.
Yeah.
I could walk into the first. Remember the space capsule they had that crashed back into the Earth in the 70s?
Yeah.
Well, they had another model they had made up. I walked into it, got to sit down where they sit,
wow.
move around. I got to sit in the seat and lean
Yeah.
back and see what it was like to launch.
Oh, yeah.
I've been in that.
Pick up.
Yeah, dude, because they, I forget what it was called.
Apollo.
Yeah, but it was something, it's where they actually had the space station. It was
yeah.
the very first
Yeah.
American space station.
Oh, yeah. We're going to take a break
Yeah.
real quick.
Yep, we'll be right back.
We are